is like sound therapy. Mantras are resonant with very positive vibrations. And when we chant them with love and we add energy to that, soul energy, and then we create a field of resonance that can really promote well-being. One of the reasons why I've come into this series now, it's because I want to have a voice, a Blue Star voice, in response to the pandemic. In our own country here, the cases are growing, and there's a state of emergency with a lockdown from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And we want in the Blue Star to do something about that, not only here, but across the world as well, because we have a global presence. And so I'll tell you a little more later on, but now we want to chant the Guru Gita with this resonance of vibrations that can really reach out to the global community with waves of energy that are very positive. The most potent thing in the experience of the soul is the quantum resonance, is the energy, the wave energy that we can produce from our thought patterns, our ego patterns. And if you keep the ego refined and very positive, very sattvic, we can produce really across our world very powerful vibrations of sattva, peace and harmony and love and unity. Our world is very challenged today, very, very challenged. And I'm sure that you would have seen that in all the international news. So we can do something about it, and we're doing it now, immediately. So this took me away from my, my rest, because I always love to respond to the world community with positivity and with well-being, and with a voice of truth and goodness and love and beauty. And so I want to hold all of you in this field of positivity as we respond to this challenge across the world. So we pray for everybody. And here we are praying to have awakened within us the Guru principle, that we can take self-responsibility. For those of you who have written emails to me, I want to thank you very much. I've read some of them, but I haven't really got down to answering. But I will, because I'm very happy to receive all the feedback from the workshops. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And even when I read it, I already hold you in my field with gratitude and appreciation for your feedback. Every word that you write to me is important to me. So let's start our Guru Gita this morning. Like I said, it is to awaken that Guru principle in us, that guide inside of us that can take us home. And I want to tell you that our brow chakra, this energy center of the brow that governs the mind and vision and attention and intention, it's a very powerful chakra. And it has two sides to it. It has the external focus that we call the manas, and it has the internal focus that we call the bindu, that takes us to the ground, the bindu path. And for taking responsibility of keeping this body well, this body which is constituted of the elements of the earth, we need to use the manas chakra. Not just get caught in the bindu path. The bindu path will stretch our consciousness, will open up our consciousness, but then we need to use the manas chakra. One of the things that happened to me in the spiritual path is the manas chakra became very powerfully opened, and that helped me through the Guru principle to be able to command my thoughts and being able to really channel energies in and through my body using the senses and in combination with the elements. That happened early in the game, and so I became very strong in it before I ascended the bindu path very powerfully. So the manas chakra has always been a passion of mine. And I never really gave it importance in terms of naming it. I just felt it and I used it, but now I want to name it. And I want to show you the science behind it that can help us to take care of our bodies in magnificent ways. Therein lies the science of longevity, and therein lies the science of immunity, and therein lies the power over thought. So I want to be able to show you what the Bindu path really is and what the Manas path really is, and how do you combine both of those by really understanding the science of energy that relates to them. That has been the gift that I had in this lifetime. The gift of Mahayoga, Siddha Yoga, Sahaja Yoga, spontaneous yoga, Guru Yoga. That is the gift that I have. And the power of Shaktipat. And we all can develop this. So if I can give you any gift, it's awakening to your true self and awakening to the power that you have. To master self, to sport in the energy game of life, in the energy play of life, you have that power. If only you would wake up to it, and if only you would own it. And if only you'll realize it is a possibility that this can happen. If Vasudeva can have it, I can have it. There's nothing extraordinary about me. Apart from being ordinary. Truly ordinary. Because when you truly know yourself, when you truly become the ordinary, you're extraordinary. When you wake up to all that you are, when you wake up to life as it is, it's extraordinary. So can we see the extraordinary in the ordinary? That is important. The extraordinary in the ordinary. Because within the ordinary, or in the ordinary, lies the extraordinary. It is in the simplicity of life lies all the complexity. It may seem like a contradiction, but it isn't. It's the same that in emptiness there is fullness. In nothingness there is everything. So join me on this happy morning here as we chant, full of present moment awareness, full of possibilities, full of the energy of well-being. Well-being begins with mind and soul. Let's sing it together with such unity of hearts and purpose and mind that we create a resonance across the planet, first in our bodies, in our own community, and across the world. Let it ripple across the world. We begin our meditation today. Let's begin in the awareness that we are spiritual beings in a human experience. Not that we are humans having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings, immortal beings. Beings of energy, light. Having a human experience by inhabiting a physical body. Stay in awareness of that as much as you can. And stay in present moment awareness. Be here and now. If thought patterns of the past visit you, observe them objectively. You're not them. They are creations of yours, your ego. Don't identify with them, because if you do, you become them. They wrap you in their energy. Be detached from the past. Be detached from the future. All the thoughts of the future, patterns of the future, and patterns of the past. Just observe them objectively, dispassionately, without for or against, without judgment. That's an important practice that can take you deeper into the meditation. Stay in the now. I'm speaking from the now. My consciousness is firmly rooted in present moment awareness. And I invite you, based on the holographic principle that you exist in me, and I in you, and we in each other. We are resonating in our beings. You in me, I in you. Now this allows the opportunity, as you resonate in my being, in my large being. I'm not this body. I am that. The source of pure being, existing in all bodies. Hold your eye in my eye. My eye is connected to the field of all the masters. It's connected to the hub of the universe where you are connected. Resonate with me. Let your energy being, your immortal being, resonate with mine. Resonate with the now, with the power of goodness. With the power of light. Light of love, light of knowledge. Light of goodness, light of wisdom. Center in the source of your being, beyond thought, observing all the patterns that play in your consciousness field. They're only patterns of energy playing in your consciousness field. The power you have is the power of the observer of the play. Where the observer sits is beyond time. Stay with me. Stay with me on a journey beyond time. That's how we center. Now the physical body tends to hold us back. The patterns of the past and the future tend to hold us back. Emotional patterns that bind hold us back. Mental patterns that bind hold us back. Vitality patterns that bind hold us back. Physicality holds us back. So observe and use the magic of prana, the breath. Prana anapana. As you breathe out and breathe in, bring balance to every level that you can lift your mind, your consciousness rather, away from the play. Freedom lies in the consciousness, not in the patterns that bind, in the consciousness. Observe. Stay centered. Follow the prana and apana with me. Use the ujjayi. And to free yourself of the patterns that bind, you need to focus on the manas, the part of you that is connected to the patterns, the mental part of you that's connected to the patterns. Therein lies all that compromises your immune system, the lifestyle patterns that exist, that compromise your well-being. Observe them. Thoughts of loneliness, unworthiness, ignorance, hold the awareness that you are love, that you are light, that you are peace, that you are goodness, that you are the universe, that you are pure consciousness, blissful and free. Hold that possibility. If it resonates in me, it can in you. Believe in you. Believe in what you can be, all that you can be. Let my energy resonate in your field as you open yourself to my presence and to the possibilities I bring. Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru. Om Guru 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 Om. Look for the divine presence of the energy of life, Kundalini Shakti. She's very present. She's behind the breath and its rhythm. She's behind all the pranas. She's behind your thoughts. She's behind your emotion. As she enters your field, urges come within you to breathe deeper, to love more expansively, to embrace peace and stillness. Observe her, observe her, observe her. She's the guide. She's the mother. She's the protector. Om Maha Kundali Mataye Namaha. I bow to you, Divine Mother Kundalini. Kundalini is the one present in your being. Maha Kundali is the one present in the universe. Let the breath guide you. Let her love flow in and through you. Let her peacefulness fill your mind. And let her pranas surge through your body. She's present. Wherever I am, she is. Wherever you are, she is. Wherever we are, she is. Om Guru. She's the Guru within. Om Guru. 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 Stay with me in the silence, honoring the physical body within you, within your energy being. slowly extend your awareness to include the physical field if you're not already doing that. How do you do that? You bring in more of the gross breath, more oxygen into the body. You need to energize the physical senses. With the use of the Ujjayi breath, just bring in more oxygen. And hold the body in your consciousness. The physical body. Focusing on the root, the sacral area, the navel, the chest, the throat, and the brain, front brain. As you focus at the apex of the nose, top of the nose, where the nostrils meet, and the medulla. Bring in the gross breath. Observing the body very carefully and breathing with the instincts of the body to need more oxygen. Breathe into every level, belly breathing, chest breathing. Breathe into the upper area of the chest. The head becomes clear. You're more in touch with touch, with smelling, tasting, hearing, seeing. Observe how you come more into the human experience. What I do is simply out of need. Need to be more present in the body. So I just breathe as necessary. And now expand your consciousness to the living world, to the earth, to water, to fire, to air, to space, and all that moves in it. Let your soul feel the joy of associating with the elements in the field of human life and physical life. Think kindly of all living forms, plants, animals, creatures in water, underwater, creatures below the earth, creatures above the earth, plants of all kinds, and the beauty of the living world. May we humankind coexist harmoniously with all of life. Let this be impressed in your soul. May we humankind coexist harmoniously with all of life. May we be protectors, guardians of the planet. May we mend our wayward ways, our delinquent ways, and may we protect and sustain life on the planet. May everyone everywhere be happy. May all be peaceful. May all thrive. May all aspire towards well-being and unity. Om Shanti. 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 Namaskar, everyone. So, thank you for allowing me to take you on this marvelous journey. My prayer always is that I can take you into this field of pure being and into the sport of energy across life. That's my aspiration every time we meet. I feel so happy to have this consciousness and this knowledge and this ability to stay centered in the divine, in the hub of the universe, and to project all these beautiful energies into my body and into the space and everywhere. I feel such joy. That's what I live for. Not for material things that just excite the senses. You get involved in all the pleasures, they excite the senses and they pull you down. And then when you have it in excess, worst. When you can't control it, worst. Controlling the mind is the most important thing because the mind is the forerunner. It is in the mental field that your ego expresses, I am, I want, I have. It is in the mental field. And then it works with all the other energies. It works with the emotion, it works with the vitality, it works with the physicality, but it's principally the mind. That's why if you catch the mind and you can transform it, you have the secret to life. It's all in the mind. The mind is what wraps you in the karmas, in the relationships, and in the play. The mind. But the secret to managing the mind is the breath. The breath is prana. The prana of the breath, pranavayu. It powers up the mental field, powers up the brain. If you want to know how your brain is powered, from the pranic current. So the moment you breathe, you influence the mind and brain. So if you take that prana and apana and you bring it under control, you remove restlessness, that prana and apana works with all the senses, all the energies of the senses along the entire spinal column. That's why great yogis focus on pranayama and kriya yoga, on the breath, on the energy. When pranas are restless within you, when the senses are all taken up, there is no peace. No peace. All your vitality saps away. Prana. You lose prana through excessive thinking. You lose prana through uncontrolled emotions. You lose prana through fear in the gut, lack of confidence, lack of worthiness. And you lose prana in the body that you can't control. So getting control of prana and apana vayus will bring control over the rest. You have the power of the breath. Know it. Use it. You cannot imagine how effective that is. Those of you who don't practice the pranayama, those of you who don't practice the alternate breathing, those of you who don't explore prana in the meditation, do jai, you lose out. You can't control the system. That's why we teach pranayama. That's why I insist on pranayama in the meditation. It is prana that will help you to manage the mind and senses. And only then you can go deeper within with the guidance of Kundalini. And the Om Guru mantra is magical. I use it in the meditation for you. Just try it and you see what happens. It becomes magic. It brings you into your own inner power. Guru, you translate it in Guru Gita. It says it is mantra raj. It is the king of mantras. The two-syllable mantra, Guru. But that mantra catches you inside. It brings all the gifts to you. It brings you back to you. And the way to identify with a master, true energy master, is to understand the holographic principle that you exist in the master exists within you. And when you come into that field of your own individuality, hold yourself in the master's field. Dhyana Moolam Guru Murti. Murti is the energy presence of the Guru. Not the form, physical form. Physical form only gives the secret to going deeper into the presence. It's a gateway. But when you hold that form of the Guru, the presence of the Guru in your form, which is the holographic principle, and then you respect that form, that energy form that you know so well, that energy presence, and you hold yourself in it, and hold the possibility of you resonating with the Guru. That's what I did in the 40 days, what the Kundalini guided me to do. I held my form in the Guru, and I resonated with the Master, There was only one thought in my being, resonance with the Master. I felt that I were the Master. Not the physicality, but a mighty presence of the Master that I connected with. And that just changed my resonance. And with a change in resonance came a shift in consciousness, gradual shift in consciousness. And I began to feel more and more detached from everything, and more to witness, and more into a timeless state. And that's why I felt real power. Resonate with the Master. Resonate. Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. It says the freedom comes when that energy, presence of the Master, grabs your own, lifts you, wraps you, and frees you. That there is no master, no student anymore. There's just one. The one. Ekam Sat. There's only one. Sat is truth. Ekam is one. Ekam Sat. Resonate in oneness with all true masters. Potentially said, if you want to come into non-dual consciousness, he says, bring to your consciousness that which is beyond duality, the Master. Dvamvatitam, the mantra says, Gaganatra Sadrishyam. Dvamvatitam means beyond duality, as vast as the sky, infinite. That's a Master. We chant it every day. The Master lies beyond the duality. Resonate with the Master. Resonate. Om Guru, Om Guru, Om Guru, Om Guru, Om Guru, Om Guru, Om. I and the Master, one, not two. Two is in the Maya, the illusion. We are one. When will you begin to resonate with the Master and hold that possibility within you? Only then you can fly like the eagle and roar like the lion. Only then. Resonate. but the energy of mastery. Guru Tattva. So our healing circle is going to continue again, starting this Wednesday. And I'm planning now a series like the 40 days. I don't know how long it will last. For building immunity as a COVID response. We are focused on immunity. How do you come out of the mind that is compromised, the emotional being that is compromised, the vitality being that's compromised, the physical being that's compromised, the ego that's compromised? How do we build vitality? Because if vitality is strong, nothing can touch you. And that is the healing response that you've been born with. An immune system. So we are going to be focused using every resource we have in the Blue Star internationally with the immune response. How do we build our immunity? Ad infinitum. As much as we can. That's what I'm focused on. I'm using every resource, and what I'm doing is that I'm using the chakras as a model because it lives in our awareness. The root chakra is connected to physicality. Sacral chakra to reproductive power, to virility, fertility. Navel power, fire. Heart power, touch. The power of touch. Throat power, sound. Shabd, the power of sound. You have healing power of sound, you have healing power of touch. You have healing power in colors and light and fire. And you have healing power in the loins. Don't waste the energy of the loins. Tap into it to build strong immunity. And root power to ground you in the body and to keep you close to the earth. We're going to explore every secret there is in ancient wisdom from every system to bring to you. That is the Blue Star response. So we're going to have a say in this COVID challenge. So we're going to start this week. So I'm hot on the trail of creating these workshops with the same passion that we had in the 40 days. So look out for all information that's going to come to you. And this is free to the public. This is our contribution from the Blue Star Center of Wellbeing in Trinidad and our global team. This is our contribution. So have a blessed Sunday, everyone. It's good to be back with you. I'm going to be with you continuously. So look out for all the streaming announcements. I'm excited to be with you. Let's share with our world. This morning when we were chanting, it's important when you chant, don't chant for yourself. Chant for the world. And you can, even though you're in your own room, as we are here just in the ashram, the energy travels beyond. And I've been teaching you what sound is. Sound comes from the chakras below into the space. Have you noticed how I sing? I don't sing with the voice only. The voice is the last part of it. I sing with the power of the loins, the power of the root, the power of the navel, the power of the heart. My voice becomes resonant with these energies. The vocality is just the last part of it. The vocal just reaches the room here. But my energy reaches you. And by extension, everything. Don't think when you sing, you're just singing to your room. No. Your energy sings to a world. Your energy sings to a world. It vibrates across the room. connecting with every other kindred vibration, creating a powerful network of light across the world. That's what you do when you chant. Don't think that you're isolated. Your body might be isolated, but not your energy field, not your mind. Your thought can travel across space, and it can take root in the mind of somebody far away because you're resonating with the same energy. So don't think lightly of the power of thought. So live in the now, have a conscious, beautiful Sunday. Don't let your negative thoughts bind you with all the fear you may have, or loneliness or unworthiness, waste of time. Rise above them. They make you crawl on the earth. Now we need to fly like the eagle. We need to be like the caterpillar. Settle down. Build your cocoon. And become the butterfly. No more earthbound. That's the power you have. I'm going to provide for you every form of cocoon that I can. Every form. So you can cocoon yourself as you wish. You can cocoon yourself at work if you're working. You can cocoon yourself in your room. You can cocoon yourself in the environment. It's all about living within. Have a blessed day, everyone. We have the power of the universe within us. We have the power of a universe within us. The black hole that spewed out all the stars, that black hole is in the hub of our being. That black hole is just behind the mind. Get into your black hole and project a universe out of there. A universe of possibilities. Get into your black hole. We may think there is nothing in there when the mind is empty, but it's so full of possibilities. Don't be fooled. In the emptiness of the mind is the fullness of being, the divine. Have a blessed day, everyone. My soul bows to you. Namaskar.